Hey YouTubers, Raven here.
Starfire.
And tonight we'll be talking about Supergirl!
Season finale!
Tears.
It was actually a pretty good season finale.
Yeah. But I mean, tears that the season's over.
Yeah.
I mean, come on now.
But I mean, all of the other shows have been over for like a month.
That's true.
So, you know, I mean...
But now I have to wait until you're done watching Winona Earp in order to have an excuse to come over here and film with you. I mean...
unless you want to review The Outpost.
That's true. That
looks
looks so good.
Because it's this new fantasy show that's going to also be on, what other network? CW!
Of course. I mean, it's not like all our shows besides one was CW in the first place.
So it's going to premiere on July 10th at 9, which is a Tuesday.
Yeah.
So we'll probably check it out, and I guess we'll decide if we want to or not.
Yeah.
Because it's a fantasy show, it sounds like, so...
So it'll be 9 p.m. on July 10th.
Yeah.
Which is a Tuesday.
Yes.
And it
So,
looks
like,
so
Tuesday.
good, like swords and...
Yeah, it looks really good.
Like, the main chick gets like superhuman abilities and
something like that.
Some way.
It sounds interesting, and like it was the first time we both saw it advertised when we were watching Supergirl.
Yeah.
So we're just like, yeah. And so I looked it up on like this TV app that I have, and then read about it, and I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I'll follow it and probably check it out. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll probably watch the first episode together.
Yeah.
And if we like it, we'll probably do a review for it.
Sure.
I mean,
Why not?
Because we have nothing else going on this summer besides Winona Earp.
Right. We don't, and the Comic-Con stuff.
Right. I mean, but that's just like a couple times.
Yeah, but I mean,
So.
if we do it for each show, if we do it for Black Lightning and The Flash and Supergirl and Legends and Supernatural, then we're going to be doing a lot of them.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, okay, so this episode is Season 3, Episode 23. It was called Battles Won and Lost. Yeah, Battles Lost and Won. Season 3, Episode 23.
Do you want to just say hi to our fans, Boo? Say hi. Yes, that's Tara on the phone, you guys.
The one who always joins the live streams.
Yes. So yeah,
So yeah, I mean, like,
Supergirl.
if we have,
good.
it was pretty good. And I mean, if we have like that and Winona, they're both kind of similar shows, it sounds like. So,
Yeah.
you know, we'll have both of those things that we'll be doing. And then when the Comic-Con stuff comes out, we will do videos for those.
Yes.
But yeah.
We'll be doing a review of the Comic-Con panel for the shows that we review, and we'll also be doing, later on, after the Comic-Con panels, when they start showing more trailers and previews of the coming seasons.
We'll do the predictions.
Yeah, we'll do predictions.
Like we used to do.
Yes.
For Supernatural and Once Upon a Time, which we won't have anymore.
No.
But we can do them for the others.
Yeah.
Because most of them all like start in October, at least the CW shows.
Yeah.
So they all pretty much come back around the same time. And yeah.
So I'm gonna say you can count on us doing a Supergirl, a Flash, and a Legends one. I don't know. Did you want to do the Black Lightning one too?
I
For the
mean,
Comic-Con panels and everything?
season 1 was like awesome.
Right?
So
Like I
kinda
can't stop
do-
thinking about it.
I kind of do want to make one for season 2.
Okay, so we'll be doing that, the Comic-Con panels and everything.
I mean, I'm
and the
assuming that
predictions.
they're going to have all of the CW shows panels there.
Right.
Because they always do,
Exactly.
usually.
So you'll have basically all CW superhero shows except for Arrow that we'll be covering.
I mean, they'll probably even have Charmed, who knows?
Yeah, if they have a Charmed, we might look into doing that. I mean, we'll watch it either way.
I mean, we're going to have our opinions about it.
Yeah, our opinions of Charmed.
Because the original is so good.
They didn't need to reboot the damn thing.
But because we're curious and because we're fans, we want to see how the new one's going to play out.
Yeah. So.
It's definitely not going to be as good as the original by any means.
Oh, hell no.
Because the actresses aren't nearly as good as them.
More updates. Every time I come over.
Computer, thanks.
Every time I come over, your computer needs to do a massive update.
But yeah, so like, it's definitely not going to be as good as the original by any means because the actresses aren't nearly as good as the original actresses.
Exactly. And they look nothing like damn sisters. What the hell?
So yeah.
They resemble nothing. Like, what, was their mama, was Penny magically a slut now? Okay, I'm sorry, this is a Supergirl review. Let's just get back to Supergirl, okay? We spent 5 minutes talking about anything but Supergirl.
Well, I named the episode. But if they didn't hear what it was, I'll say it again. It was season 3, episode 23, entitled Battles Lost and Won.
Okay. So, what did you like about this episode?
I don't know. There was a lot of, like, a culmination of a lot of things that just kind of, like, small things that I liked.
Nana Boo Boo.
I did like that. I don't know. I think, sorry. The fact that James is, like, letting people know that he's the Guardian, like, I think is kind of a good and a bad thing because, you know, at the same time, like, yeah, he wants people to know, but that could also be dangerous for him because if everybody knows, then bad people can, you know, go after him. So, I mean, not to say that bad people still don't go after the superheroes anyway, but I'm just saying, like, if they know that it's him that's the Guardian, he's a little bit more at risk for something happening.
Yeah.
And because, and I'm not trying to be racial or anything, but because of his race, he also is a little bit more at risk too.
Yeah, like, if he goes out to protect someone, they could turn the tables on him because he is black.
Right.
I mean, I would like to think that there's not as much direct black hatred like there was back when things were really bad.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna sit here and deny that there are some people who would jump a black person.
Oh yeah, I mean, it still happens, like, on the
them.
daily. It happens all the time. It's still very prominent. So, I mean, you know, the fact...
Just, like, not around here, so we don't really see any
but
of
I mean, the fact that, like, he is, and then that he's letting everybody know could be, you know, potentially bad if, you know, the wrong people know about it. But I'm also kind of, like, proud of him because, you know, he just wants to do good, and he just wants to help people, and, you know, he feels like this is the way he can do that. Yeah, he might not have superpowers, but he can still, like, do something heroic by being the Guardian. So, I don't know. I like that. And, I don't know. What do you think of Lena with the whole thing at the end?
We'll save that till the end.
Okay.
Because I got a lot of things that I think about Lena and that.
Yeah, just to let you know, we'll probably bring in Morgana again.
Yeah.
Because we always do.
Well, we've been good at not doing
We
that
have been good at not doing it for the past few. But with this one, we are definitely going to.
Yeah.
Anyway, I also liked, that, I don't know, I say this like every review lately, but I really love John and Alex's relationship. Like, it's so special, and it's just so beautiful, because, like, you know, we never see Alex's real dad, that much. I mean, we saw him, like, a couple seasons ago, but we don't see him that often, and so John's really become
Is he dead now?
He might be, I don't know. But he's just really become a father figure for her. And he's, like, been her mentor. And now he's promoting her. And, you know, and he's...
take his place.
Yeah, and I mean, he's saying, you know, you can do all of those things. You can have the family you want. You can be director. All on your own terms. Like, and everything. And, I don't know. I really liked that whole scene.
Yeah.
And then just the Kara and Alex, like, sisterly moments, too, even though it wasn't really Kara. But, yeah, I mean, and then when, I feel like everybody's leaving. Like, I know Jean's gonna still be on the show. He's just not going to be part of the DEO anymore.
Right.
But Wynn is actually leaving.
And what do you mean by that, even though it wasn't really Kara?
Well, it wasn't...
No.
Oh, in that scene it was? When her and Alex were talking at the end? I'm sorry! I'm confused!
There's two of them.
Okay.
The real one was with Alex.
Okay. Sorry. Anyway, that scene with her and Alex I liked too. Because I liked that Kara was finally admitting that this was her home.
Mm-hmm.
And she was finally realizing, like, who she was and what she liked and needed. And, you know, because it's always been so much about her trying to discover herself and figure out who she is and what she wants.
Yep.
And so I felt like in this episode she kind of finally realized that. At least by what she told Alex.
Right.
So hopefully we'll start to see more of her embracing that instead of being like, oh, well, you know, I have to do this or this or this.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. I liked a lot of the show. I missed the beginning.
You didn't miss that much. They were just fighting, like, I think Rain had, or the three ladies had come down and they were, like, causing havoc. And
right.
They were just, like, trying to save people and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jean and his dad, like, his dad disappeared. Like, he left or died or whatever he did.
He joined the Reach.
Yeah, he did.
If you want my opinions on the Reach and joining the Reach, you can watch last week's review. But ignoring that part, you have the whole, like, Kara saying she won't kill anyone.
Right.
And, like, I called what I thought was gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
I mean...
You did. Like, we were both just sitting there like, oh, what's going on? Like, what's happening?
Yeah.
Everybody's, like, dying. Everybody's getting hurt. No, what's going on?
Yeah, like...
What did I just watch?
I thought that her mom was gonna die by killing Rain. And
Yeah.
Rain was gonna, like...
But you also said that it was probably going to be Sam, too.
I said, like, once Sam woke up, like, I was like, well, it could be Sam kills Rain.
Because, I mean, I think
but
it would make
then
more sense.
Sam dies because Rain turns on her.
Yeah. But
Sam didn't die.
No, I know. But I'm just saying, I think it would make more sense to have Sam do it because it's, like, her alter ego,
Mm-hmm.
you know? So, I mean, for her to do that and to finally, like, be able to be fully who she is, she has to do that.
Yeah. Which, I mean, that's why I changed my idea.
Yeah.
But I only said it was going to be Kara's mom because, well...
because, you know, the mentor has to die.
Well, no, because Kara's mom's not her mentor.
Yeah.
But I was saying that because, A, Sam was still in a coma.
Right.
And B, they made it seem like her mom wasn't sticking around, so I was like, well,
she probably wasn't. I mean,
she's not. She went back to Argo City.
Yeah, I mean,
But
I knew that when Erica Durance came on, it was only going to be a short stint.
Mm-hmm.
I knew they weren't going to make her, like, be a regular or
Right.
anything. So, you know, I wasn't surprised by that.
Yeah. But I thought that, you know, they would have given her a send-off.
Yeah.
You know, like, killed
I mean,
her.
I'm glad that they didn't kill her.
Right.
Because that means that there's still a possibility for her to show up again and return. And it's always great to see her because, I mean,
Yes.
she's part of this Superman universe because of Lois. So, I mean, you know, the fact that she's playing her mom is really awesome. And, you know, it's always great when you get to see, like, them kind of, you know, play homage to, like, the originals and things like that. Like, Dean Cain plays Jeremiah.
Yeah.
And he was Superman in Lois and Clark. So, like, you know, just things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the one that plays Alex and Kara's mom was Supergirl in the original movie Supergirl, Helen Slater. So, I mean, I haven't seen it, but I just know she played it in the, like, 80s movie they did of Supergirl.
I
So.
haven't seen that either.
But yeah, so it's cool that they've all, like, been involved in the Superman universe in some way.
in the Arrowverse.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was really scared at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that Alex was going to quit.
Oh, yeah.
Like, she did. She was like, so I'm giving my notice.
Yeah, and he's like,
and I was like, what? But when he started shaking his head, I was like, he's got something, like, up his sleeve. Like, he's going to say something. Whether or not he lets her keep her job, he's going to say something. Like, even though you quit, you can keep the outfit because I know you're going to be out there saving people anyways.
I just love that, like, right when she said that, he's like, you're a hero.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I thought, like, what I said was when
right.
Like, you know, you're a hero. You'll never stop, even if you quit.
Mm-hmm.
Take the outfit so you'll be safe.
Yeah.
You know, like, you can still do your superhero gig, but, you know, like, be safe.
Right.
But I didn't imagine he'd give her his
Oh, I didn't expect that either.
But I do enjoy where this is gonna go for him.
Mm-hmm.
Because on the show, on the Justice League show, he's not some leader of some government agency. He's John Jones, and John Jones is just an average guy who goes around helping the neighborhood.
Mm.
You know, like...
So he's still, like, Green Martian.
Yeah, he's Green Martian. When people need him for an emergency, he shifts into Green Martian and goes and saves them.
But he's just not, like, a leader of an organization.
Right. He's not a leader. I mean, you can argue that he kind of is because he's on the council of the Justice League.
Right.
Because by the time they show, like, his life, it's kind of grown from just the base heroes, the Flash, Superman, Wonder Woman, John Jones, and Green Lantern. It's grown from that, and Hot Girl. I'm sorry, I forgot, but she was part of the starting six, and because John Jones actually in the original in the very first episode of Justice League, he's the one that brought them together as heroes. He was in trouble and he sent out a mental cry for help. Because he was being, like, tortured by the American government or something like that.
Nice.
And he sent out a cry for help when the world was being attacked. And the three who answered the call were the Trinity. And I think Flash showed up towards the end. But the Trinity answered the call first, I believe. And so you had those five starting out, and then Hot Girl showed up, and she made up the six. So
it's kind of almost like Legends in a way. Except with Legends, they didn't really belong to anything. They just kind of started their own thing.
I mean, they didn't belong to anything either. Like, Wonder Woman, Diana had left Themyscira, and she was here by then, but she was just living her life.
Right.
And Batman, he was just being Batman out in Gotham, and Superman was being Superman, is all whatever. You know, they were just doing their thing, but they'd never teamed up.
Yeah.
They'd never met each other before. And so that was the first time when they came together as a team.
Okay.
And they decided that we're all heroes. We should, you know, work to, like, there are some things that I can't handle that I'll need to call on help on.
Right.
And it'd be nice to have your number.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's how the Justice League started. But that's all because of John Jones.
Yeah, so I mean, it's cool that, like, we're gonna get to see that side of him now. With them having him be more like a normal guy and, like, be a PI, and he's still helping people and everything.
I like how he walked off and put on the hat.
I know.
Because, like, in the animated in Justice League, he legit walks around with a little bowler hat on his head, just like that.
Well, that wasn't.
Well, I know, but bowler is what came out of my mouth.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
A bowler hat's like what Charlie Chaplin wears.
I know, but that's what came out of my mouth. I don't know why.
It's okay.
I know what a bowler hat is, but it came out of it. I don't know why. I legit have no idea why that came out of my mouth.
But anyway, that was good, and so it'll be cool to see that.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see where Alex is going to go, too.
Yeah, like, this frees her up to be able to adopt. And, Like, there are rumors of Batgirl showing up. Not Batgirl, Batwoman. I am sorry.
Well, I mean, we're gonna know more information at Comic-Con and then from the previews. So as soon as we find that stuff out, we'll do a video with, like, the highlights of the panel. Like, we're not gonna talk about everything, but we'll do, like, a highlight thing.
Like, what stood out to us.
Yeah, like, address the main things that they talked about.
Maybe a couple of jokes. Or
yeah, because that's pretty much what I did when I did, like, the Supernatural one and stuff. But yeah, so, like, I'm sure that they'll mention something about Alex's story in season 4.
Yeah.
So.
Because, like, it's just really interesting how, like, he said that you'll know what's right when the time comes. And he's like, for me, what's right is I'm leaving.
Yeah.
And I'm going, like, I can't trust anyone else with this job. Here you go. And I'm like, oh my gosh, yay! But then, like, just thinking about that now, like, Amanda Waller pops in my head. And, I mean, for fans of Arrow, from fans of the original couple seasons of Arrow, and some episodes of The Flash, like, Amanda Waller is not a very good person to think about.
Right.
But that's essentially what Amanda Waller was doing. Is what Alex is doing. And so, like, my mind just made the parallel, and I'm like, is this gonna be, like that organization? Only for this Earth. But I think she'd do it in a much better way. And, you know, more open way, not so closed off and everything compartmentalized.
Oh, Alex? Yeah.
But, yeah, like, this frees up Alex to go look for a new girlfriend.
Yeah, and finally start the family that she wants.
Yes.
Whether that's adoption or whether that's, you know, insemination or surrogacy or whatever it is, like, as long as she can have a child, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like looking at it as, you know, if you once you have these things, you'll be happy.
Right.
But I mean, you know, I think once she just starts to feel like she has the freedom to live her life, she'll be happy, and whatever that entails, whether it's, you know, a relationship or a family or whatever, along with, you know, having the job and, you know, loving herself and everything like that, then you can be fully happy.
Right.
I don't know. It just depends on how somebody looks at it.
Yeah. I think that there are a lot of things that, like, there's a lot of things to think about in that whole arena, but, like, she has the job that she's wanted.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, that's part of her life that she has in order. I mean, she wants to get her personal life in order, and for her that looks like, for her, like, for other people that could just look like a significant other.
Right.
For her that looks like both a significant other and a child.
I think right now, though, for her more, it's about a family.
Yeah.
It's not about a relationship.
No.
Because she's more focused on trying to find a child.
Yeah, because, like,
not find, but I mean get a child, or however she's going to have a child.
I think that for her it's because she's already tried a relationship before having a child, and it didn't work out because they didn't want one. But,
like, I feel like once she can finally embrace being a mother and being being that for somebody else, then she can be like, okay, I feel like I'm living what I want and I'm happy, you know. So
I think that they're going to not just bring Batwoman on for this season. I think she's going to be a mainstay. I'm hoping, at least.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking that she is going to be the next girlfriend. The potential forever. Because, like I was saying, I had been watching stuff with, why am I forgetting her name? Alex's name.
Oh.
Like, Shyler?
I think it's like
Shyler?
either Shyler or Kyler. I don't know.
Well, I know that it's, I think it's Shyler.
Because it's CH.
Chyler. No, it's
Yeah.
Shy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was on Grey's Anatomy.
'Cause like I was saying, I'd seen some panels of other things.
Yeah.
I think it was like like a women empowerment panel. Like just a con of women empowerment.
Right.
Where they had women from TV.
Yeah.
And
she was there.
Yeah. And so she was doing panels like that. Like solo panels too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And that's where I heard her say, that she told the people she's not going to do another relationship with Alex unless this relationship is going to be the one.
Right.
So I'm thinking that
because like it's frustrating
she
when
can't do that to her fans again.
Yeah, it's frustrating when when people get super invested, because there was a lot of people that loved Alex and Maggie.
Right.
Like, I saw the gifs on Tumblr. I saw people talking about it. It was like a really popular ship. And for being a same-sex relationship, it was kind of one of the more popular ones that I'd at least seen. And aside from other ones. But yeah, so it really hurt when they broke up. And so I can totally understand why she would tell them that. But yeah, I think that needs to happen, because so many times they leave prematurely and then you don't get to see the rest of the story. And it's just it makes you feel like it's not worth it to get invested, because you don't know if the character's going to stay around or leave.
Right.
And so it kind of makes it harder for you to watch sometimes, because you're just well, I really like this couple, but if there's no chance for them to stay together forever, then I don't care anymore. And so, because people put a lot of stock in, characters and relationships. A lot of times that's not the only reason, but it's a huge part of why people watch a television show.
Yeah.
And so if a character that you get really invested in leaves and breaks up the couple, then it's well, what's the point?
Yeah. So if they bring on that woman, which is I think she's the only member of the Bat family who is gay.
Interesting.
But, she's not really a prominent member of the Bat family, because she never actually worked with,
Wait, what?
She never really... They're bringing on Red Sun next season?
Apparently.
Okay. Bring on the German hero. That's interesting. No, not German. He's Russian, isn't he? Are you asking?
Yeah, I was did you see an article?
Right, yeah.
Usually he'll send a link or something. For things like that, so I didn't know.
Because Red Sun is German, Russian in that area, and he basically wears this white outfit with a giant red star.
He's Red Sun is my favorite DC comic.
Okay, is it the Red Sun I'm thinking of? Because I don't know if he actually has a comic.
Is Red Sun... Wait. German, Russian? Is that what you want me to ask?
Because, okay, Red Sun, I think Red Sun was
Russian.
Russian, yeah, okay, that's the one I'm thinking about. Like, I know next to nothing about him, but I know, like, I've seen him in Justice League.
Yeah.
And I think he was on a Teen Titans episode or two. Maybe.
She doesn't know that much about him.
What?
I was gonna say you don't know that much about him. Red Sun.
Yeah. But, yeah. I mean, if he comes on, that's gonna be fairly interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Like...
Well, because he doesn't watch Supergirl. He watches The Flash and Legends. But he doesn't watch Supergirl.
So he's saying that Red Sun's gonna come on Supergirl.
Yeah.
But they're bringing on Batwoman. I don't want Red Sun. Like...
I'm bringing on Batwoman, too.
Like no, I don't need another invincible superhero.
Like, it's a storyline about what life would have been like had Superman landed in Russia in the 30s instead of America.
That's what I thought it was. Yeah. Because, like, I wanted to say that, but I didn't want to be wrong on camera. But, yeah, no. Why? Because we already have a Superman in this universe.
I don't know.
Because we've seen him. We have the legit Superman from Kansas.
I'm gonna look it up.
Okay, because that's bugging me, because we don't need another person, like, we don't need another
usually
Superman.
I get a link sent to me about things like that. So randomly just telling me that, I'm like, what? Where did you find that? Like, where did you see it?
Because we don't need another Superman on Supergirl. But, like...
Wait,
What?
Oh, just that's a preview. That was from, like, last year.
Oh.
Because it says Supergirl and Mon-El face Red Sun in 2017 premiere clips.
They never faced Red Sun.
Like, I don't know where the heck you heard that.
Ask him to send you a link to where he got that information.
Yeah, because it says Season 2, Episode 9 trailer breakdown, Red Sun and Supergirl. That was Season 2.
When she went on to the other... When she crossed the universe to save it.
I'll be like, they did a Red Sun thing in Season 2.
Yeah. But it was probably more of like a, oh look, here's a little something for you guys to chew on. We're not going to use it, but here you go. You know. Like a little nugget for the fans to chew on.
Yeah.
Because I think that if they were going to do a Red Sun, it would be on the Nazi world.
Yeah, like the crossover that they did.
But instead they had evil Oliver Queen rule the world when they could have used Red Sun. So, because that would have been a great time to use Red Sun. But I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
Of course, if they used Red Sun, then they wouldn't have needed to attack to get Supergirl's DNA to save Supergirl.
Right.
So, but I
That's
think
interesting.
that, right, I think that maybe what might happen if they bring on Batwoman would be that maybe something happens, and so the local PD sends like this undercover person in to try and like befriend someone that they think is on the inside of the DEO.
Oh wait, okay, it's saying Supergirl's finale cliffhanger revealed an incredible DC Comics plot for season 4. Oh, they're saying finale explained Red Sun's storyline.
No, it didn't. That's BS, I'm sorry.
It said season 4 will be inspired by Superman Red Sun.
On whose authority?
And that he's not returning as Mon-El.
but that he's returning, because they specifically said he's not returning as Mon-El.
He might be coming back as Red Sun.
Red Sun has nothing to do with Mon-El.
I don't know.
If they were using Red Sun, they'd have to go back to the original Superman actor that they brought in to play her cousin.
Yeah.
And bring him over in the Red Star uniform.
It says that producers have revealed that next season will draw inspiration from another classic Superman tale.
Okay, so they're going to be doing, like, villains and stuff from the Red Sun.
Yeah.
Maybe the crossover will involve Red Sun, but I don't see any other...
It says, luckily, however, she did have a Legion ring on hand and was able to go back and try a new strategy which involved the Black Kryptonite. While everything seemed okay at the end of the hour, they were thrown a pretty major twist in the final scene.
Oh, so they're doing a female version of Red Sun.
Because it was a Russian military base. It was Siberia.
Mm-hmm. See, he said Red Sun, and I'm like, I don't foresee another Superman, like, coming around, but it never occurred to me that they could be gender swapping.
Oh, wait. Okay, we figured it out. I'm just gonna be like, we figured it out.
Okay, you should send him the link so he doesn't get confused by the facts. But okay, so the huge twist at the end was when back later on, I think they said 48 hours earlier.
Yeah.
When Sam, Rain, and Supergirl were all touching the stupid rock. The stupid glowy purple looking awesome rock. There's like this little explosion that happened.
Mm-hmm.
And like black dust floated up in the air and you assumed it was all over with. I was like, oh hell no, like that's gonna go somewhere and do something bad. Because it always does.
Yeah. And
so it was just, I was wondering what happened, but by the end of the episode, I was like, it doesn't matter anymore, you know, like, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like, they follow, like, the black cloud of whatever, like, all the way over there.
Right.
And, I mean, it's going to be a different version of Red Sun, because that version is, he legit crash lands his space pod in Russia.
Mm-hmm.
Not, oh my gosh, I'm a fully grown adult person landing naked in the middle of Russia. Like, no. That's not how that happened.
Yeah. So they're saying that it's probably going to be Kara's doppelganger is going to be Red Sun. Okay.
Yeah. So that's going to be fairly interesting.
Yeah, for sure. Kara's doppelganger.
So yeah.
Yeah, we didn't even think about that.
It never occurred to me that she could be a female Red Sun. And I was just I just schooled a kid about, like, he was like, I know where all the superheroes live when I was at church last weekend. And I was like, okay, then point on the map. Where does this hero come from? I was like, where does Vixen come from? He points to Africa.
Right.
Like, okay. And, like, where does, like, I named off a couple different heroes and he pointed on the map where they came from. I'm like, where does Red Sun come from?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, who the hell is Red Sun? So I had to explain to him who Red Sun was. And so this is just really ironic that I was, like, trying to school a kid at church about superheroes, and now that same superheroes coming to haunt me.
Well, it's just funny because, like, this is a TV line thing where they recap the finale, and they said that then came the episode's final scene, which introduced a second Kara, one born from the aura that left Supergirl's body during the battle with Rain in Siberia. For fans of the comics, I think they might recognize that the story we want to tell is inspired by the iconic DC Comics Red Sun, which told an alternate origin story for Superman. What happened if, as a baby, Superman landed in Russia and became a hero there instead of in America? It's an homage to that. So.
See, they tried to do something similar on Smallville. Like, when they did that retelling, and it was like, what if the Kents never found him? What if the Luthers did? Remember that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's totally different because he was evil. But
this is saying with TV Line is interviewing like one of the producers, and they're like, with Mon-El gone, is there any chance you'll be exploring the romantic link between Brainiac 5 and Supergirl from the comics? And they said, we did that a little bit when he first arrived. I think he'll always have affection for Supergirl, but you'll have to stay tuned.
Yeah.
And Odette Annabelle, who plays Rain, isn't going to be a regular next season, and the Rain storyline seems pretty wrapped up. Is this the last we've seen of Sam and Ruby? We hope not. We love Odette. She was amazing in this dual role, playing different characters. We fell in love with her as Sam, and we were terrified of her as Rain. If it works out, we'd love to have her back for a few episodes next season. Yeah, it says, a lot of the fans speculated that Sam wouldn't survive leaving Alex to adopt Ruby. Did you ever consider going in that direction? We discussed all options, but we really felt like we wanted a heartwarming ending after all the trauma we put everyone through. We didn't want to separate Ruby from her mother. The world is experiencing enough trauma. We wanted to have a happy ending for the little girl. This episode was about our heroes saving Sam, so we thought it was important that we accomplish what we set out to do. We're really excited that Sam was empowered and able to play a part in all of it.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, like, there's so much to unpack about tonight's episode that it's a little daunting.
Oh, and it also says, still, motherhood remains an important goal of Alex's, even as she's heading up the DEO. Can she have it all? We hope so. We're excited about Alex's journey going back in the dating world and exploring options for motherhood and the challenges of taking on this big job at the DEO. It's a very universal story. What's exciting is the process of watching a human being strive to have it all. We all strive to in our different ways, and Alex is a wonderful prototype of that. She's a powerful career woman, but she wants balance. The process of how she achieves or doesn't achieve that is what we're excited to tell.
Yeah. I'm definitely excited to see that. I don't know if I imagine her starting out with a baby.
Yeah. I mean, because they said dating world, so they probably are going to have, like, Batwoman be something that's central to that.
Is Batwoman actually, like, legit official?
I don't know.
Okay.
They'll probably mention that at the panel.
Right. Because that came from somewhere, you know?
Yeah.
But, like, if that happens, then I'll probably do, like, a character review of Batgirl.
Yeah.
In my,
Rogue Talk.
Yeah, maybe in my Rogue Talk, like, I might change Rogue Talk to, like, a different title.
Yeah. Because
it's going to be about more than just rogues. Because they haven't really expanded the rogue gallery. Oh, I'm sorry, did I say that out loud?
Yeah, it says, with John, they're saying, we thought it was important for his character to take in the teachings his father was trying to impart on him. Our World Killer's story took us off-world a lot. But what's great about this show is that we get to tell stories about what's happening in the world and use National City to reflect that. We want to explore John being on the streets among the people so we can continue to tell those stories.
Yeah. So, that's definitely going to be interesting.
We do need to talk about Lena, though.
Yeah. So I guess we'll wrap it up with Lena.
Okay, so let me read this thing. And they're like, and what about Lena? All that talk of testing concerned me. She may be good now, but she's still a Luthor. Well, what's exciting about the character is exactly what you mentioned. She has two sides to her, and it'll be interesting to see exactly what she'll end up on, the good to bad spectrum. That's a story we want to continue to explore next season.
Okay, you know, it's not going to be interesting. Because as fans, we already freaking know.
We do.
She's a damn Luthor. Through and through.
Yeah.
Like, you can't... Like, you had us fooled in the beginning. But you started going evil with her, she's not going to turn back. She's a Luthor.
Right.
Like you can't toy that line with us because we know the truth.
Exactly.
You toy that line with us in different shows, like you tried to... Is he evil? Is he good? Is he like his dad? Is he not? In Smallville, and that crap didn't work out either because we knew he's a Luthor.
It didn't.
And not just Luthor, but Lex. But
yeah.
Still, this is Lex's sister.
Yeah.
Like,
And I mean, I'm just going back to this, I'm sorry, but it's going to be mentioned.
Yes.
You know, she started out good in Merlin. And when she became evil, that did not change.
No.
She stayed evil for the rest of the series.
Yeah.
Because her motivation became about getting the throne, and she was going to go to any length to get that.
Yeah.
And it didn't matter who died or whatever.
Like, she does have a moral code, which I think she might keep.
Yeah.
But all of her research is into how to deal with Kara if she goes rogue.
Yeah.
Like, for everything that Lex says, that's what he was trying to essentially do, is protect the world from someone or something that could potentially turn on them. And that's what Lena is starting to do. Lena's going to turn into Lex, and it's going to be this huge girl power struggle over some bull
And then
crap.
she's going to be like, you should have told me your secret, like Lex said to Clark, you know, because he found out about him being Superman before Clark even told him. And, you know, it just caused a lot of problems.
Yeah. Basically, I think that...
Because, I mean, and the name, too, where she said, Tessmacher. Like, I've heard that name before.
Miss Tessmacher?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's from...
It's from the original Superman movie.
Yeah, it was Lex's girl toy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, wait, I know that name.
Right.
I just couldn't think of where it came from.
And the way I keep saying it isn't that how Lex called her?
I think so. Let me...
Miss Tessmacher!
Because, like, I've seen the, you know, those movies.
Right, I've seen them, like, over and over and over again.
I've seen them, like, not over and over, but I have seen them.
Well, I mean, like, I get in a superhero mood, and
you
before
just
the
watch
current...
them.
Well, before the current age of superhero-dom,
Right.
we had nothing to watch.
We didn't.
So I had to go back and watch those movies.
Eve Tessmacher.
Yeah.
That's in the original Superman.
Yeah. Yep. And that was what, Lena's friend? Oh, that's the assistant, isn't it? Yeah. And it has to be another blonde bimbo. Of course it does. I mean...
At first I thought she was calling the girl who works at Catco.
That is the same
That
girl.
is the same girl.
It's the
Okay,
same
okay,
girl.
it is. Yeah.
She met her at Catco
That's
when
right.
she was in James's office.
Okay, so she was calling her. But why would she be working with her on that?
Well, she owns Catco. And when she met Lena in James's office, she did disclose that she had, like, this big PhD in some stupid science field. And, like, they started talking science for a minute in front of James, and James just stood back and listened. But so, like, she knows that this girl is very competent. And in last week's episode, we saw her with Lena down in the basement fiddling with crap. And, like, we saw her the week before doing the same thing when they were trying to heal Sam.
Yeah.
So it's like she's becoming the sidekick to Lena. So...
Which kind of makes sense, because in the original it was, like, with Lex, I think, wasn't it?
She was more of, like, a companion.
Okay.
Like, she was there for emotional support. Basically, she was his Harley Quinn.
Okay.
Like, I'm the evil genius, you're just here to make me feel better about myself because I'm gonna diss on you the entire time.
Right.
That's who she was to him.
Okay.
And, so I don't know how their relationship is gonna turn out, but you can't toe the damn line. Like, the line's been crossed, and unless you show a significant improvement of her turning back around now,
right,
it's not going to happen. There's no towing the line. She's over it. She's gone. She's a Luthor. There is no coming back from that bull.
Yeah. I know.
Like,
I mean,
you can't freaking tell me that there is. Because
I mean, when she called her, like, she had that look.
When she looked at the stone at the very end, she had that look.
Yeah.
So, unless within the first couple episodes or the first half of next season, they totally turn her around, there is no coming back for her. They can't bullcrap me like that.
Right.
That's stupid.
Like, they need to
That's
know...
lying to your audience.
Right. They need to know where they're going with the character.
Yeah. Like,
They need
we
to
all know... And if you're trying to pull the wool over our eyes, you're just lying to your audience, which is a bigger mistake than you realize.
Yeah, because, I mean, everybody knows she's a Luthor. So there's some underlying, you know, good versus bad, like some underlying evil mystery type thing there because she's a Luthor.
Right.
And that is always going to be there. Because in the history of Superman, Luthors have always been the bad ones.
Yeah.
And that won't change just because they're doing a TV show that's about his cousin.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, once a Luthor, always a Luthor.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yep.
I love Katie McGrath. I think she's a fantastic actress.
Mm-hmm.
And she can play evil really well. But she can also play good really well, too.
Yeah.
You know, but I think it's more fun to play the bad one.
Yeah.
I mean, all actors say that. They're like, it's so much fun to play the bad person.
Yeah.
To play the villain, to play the evil person.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
This is... Okay. I mean, we have seen in Smallville, Lex did have a stepsister,
Yeah.
Tessa.
Mm-hmm.
And...
Who I liked.
Right? She was really cool. I enjoyed her until she became the Luthor we all knew her to be.
Right.
And the only time she changed was just before she got murdered. Like, I guess if a Luthor tries to go from being evil to being good, they get killed. It's like...
I mean, I think they're doing the same thing that they did in Smallville, where they kind of had, like, Clark and Lex be best friends in the beginning. And then, you know, once he kind of, like, found out about him and stuff, and, like, they weren't really friends anymore.
Well, you see, since Supergirl already cut that bond of friendship with Lena, once she finds out that Kara and Supergirl are the same, that bond of friendship is gone.
Right.
Period.
Yeah, it's going to be like in Smallville with Lex and Clark.
It's going to be worse than Smallville with Lex and Clark.
Yeah.
Because even though Lex found out, he was willing to be Clark's friend until Clark felt right and he was able to tell him.
Yeah, and Clark never did.
Right. But, like, with this, Lena's not going to find out until she lets her.
Yeah.
Like, that's just becoming more and more evident.
Mm-hmm.
Like, apparently she's not as smart as Kat herself.
Yeah.
But...
I mean, Kat knew it, I think, from the start.
Mm-hmm.
She just, you know, acted like she didn't.
Yeah, because she needed her not to.
Yeah. But Lena, I mean, the way that they're playing it off seems oblivious to it.
Which is stupid, because she's actually smarter than Kat.
Because she is a very smart person.
Yeah, she's smarter than Kat, and I think that you should be able to tell.
Yeah.
But I guess we're love, like, they say love is blind, and it is.
Yeah.
And so I guess, you know, that's where it is.
But I mean, like, I'm just seeing the similarities, because, like, in both Smallville and Supergirl, they had the Luthor be friends with the superhero.
Mm-hmm. And then the parent adamantly be against it and try to kill them.
Right.
Yeah. But I mean, it's not even like that's Lena's mom to begin with.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, they need to figure out where they're going with it. If they're going to have her be good, then have her be good. If they're going to have her be evil and be the Luthor that we all know her to be, then they need to do that. But they just need to make up their damn mind.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be season 4. Like, come on. Seriously.
Yep.
Get your shit together.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but get your shit together.
Yeah. Like, seriously.
And that goes with any of the characters that you're bringing on for these shows.
Like Brainy.
Yeah.
Why the freaking hell? Like, there's no reason. I mean, he explained the reason, yes, I get it. I understand he can't go to the future because Brainiac will come and possess his motherboard. Whatever. Right?
Yeah.
But that's not...
I mean, I also feel like, too, you know, this is like kind of off from what we're talking about, but I'm kind of glad that Kara and Mon-El kind of got to have more of an official goodbye this time than before, because before it was more emotionally charged.
Yeah.
And this time, you know, Kara can kind of start to move on from it.
Yeah.
And she knows that she'll still be able to, like, you know,
if she needs him,
she can call him. You know, whereas before she didn't know what happened to him. She didn't know if he died or if he was still alive or whatever.
Right.
So it was different because she was in love with him at that point. But now, she still has feelings for him, but, like, it's different. Like, it's different circumstances.
Yeah, instead of leaving to save himself, he's leaving to save the future.
Right. Like, he can't, like he said, he can't turn his back on the Legion.
Like, what he really said was that I can't turn my back on the Legion, but he did say that, but he was like, I can't turn my back on a world that I have just promised my allegiance to.
Right.
And I love her response to that is, you wouldn't be the man I care about.
Yeah, you wouldn't be the man I admire if you didn't.
Yeah. So, I mean, I wanted her to so bad
I wanted her to
you
say it
wouldn't be
too.
the man I love.
I thought that's what she was gonna say when he said that. Like, I legit, that was in my head. I thought she was going to say that.
Yeah.
And then when she didn't, I was like,
so let down.
Really?
Oh, yeah, you care about him. Okay. Moving on.
Like, it's like, we know you admire him and think he's a hero. Like, everybody thinks you're a hero and admires you too.
Right?
But it's more than that.
Yeah, you wouldn't be the man I love. Unless...
Yeah. I mean, but yeah, going back to, like, this is The Flash, but, I mean, they are going to make the guy who played Ralph a series regular in Season 5, and a lot of people are pissed off about it. Because they hated his character in Season 4. And, you know, like she was saying when I sent it to her, you know, well, they better figure out what the hell they're going to do with his character.
I love how you make it so PG.
Because, well, I'm not going to say that word on camera.
No, if you read what I put, we'd have to put an age rating.
No,
on
I
know.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, that's how I really feel, guys. There would be an age rating on this video.
Yeah, we would have to put, like, the warning thing on it. Like, if you're a certain age, you might not want to watch it.
Yeah.
And we don't want to have to do that because we want as many people as possible to watch our video.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah.
I mean, I had to put an age range. I had to put the age thing on the choices video that I posted today. Not because of the words I used, but because there's some fun scenes that happened in it.
Sexual scenes.
Yes! And it was really weird reading them. Out loud as my parents walked down the hallway.
Oh my gosh.
It was really weird and awkward for me.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
But yeah, so, like, it just goes with all of them. Like, when they have huge ensembles and they're trying to, like, make sure that something happens for every character, it can get really difficult if there's a large amount of people.
Yeah, which is why I'm glad that they got rid of Win, because he served no purpose.
I mean, I like the person who plays Win.
Mm-hmm.
He's cool
and
everything. But, like, he never really had much to do.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I hope that he has better things happen for him.
Yeah. And I hope that this current version of Supergirl is not the one that hooks up with Brainy. Because people keep saying, oh, are they going to have her and Brainy hook up because they do in the comics? That's bull. I am sorry, but it's not this version of Kara that hooks up with Brainy in the comics. Get your freaking facts straight if you're going to quote something. That's not what happens.
I mean,
it's an alternate version of Kara that gets with Brainy.
Look at this. Linda and Wally were together in the comics. He wasn't with Linda in The Flash. He was with Jesse Quick.
Yeah.
So, they don't do everything exactly the same as they do with the comics.
Yeah.
That's why it's a TV show. They're not going to completely go off every single thing that happens in the comics. They're going to base it off the comics, but they're not going to take everything from the comics.
Right.
they're going to change things around and have twists and have different things happen and bring in different people to have different parts that you wouldn't expect them to have and things like that.
Yeah.
You know, like there being a female Red Sun. I mean, we didn't see that coming until, you know, I was informed that Red Sun was going to be on season 4.
Right.
Or that it was going to be a storyline on season 4.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't realize that that's what they were hinting at in the season 3 finale until then. So, you know, it's things like that. I mean, yeah, they're basing it off the Red Sun comic, but Red Sun is a man.
Yeah, he's Superman.
So, it's an alternate version of Superman.
Mm-hmm.
So, basically, they're just doing it with Supergirl.
Yeah.
And having her be the female Red Sun.
Mm-hmm. So, I think that instead of taking Supergirl from another Earth and changing your name to Power Girl, because having two Supergirls on one Earth is just too confusing.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's why they legit named her Power Girl. is because she's Supergirl from another Earth.
Right.
But this Earth already had Supergirl.
Mm-hmm.
So she became Power Girl. And, I mean, there was one other massive difference between the two.
Yeah.
One of them was blessed with massive tatas. And
Power
it was
Girl.
not... Yes, and it was Power Girl.
I mean, Supergirl doesn't have them, so it's gotta be Power Girl.
Yep. Which, like, kind of makes you wonder what was different about that Earth, that the same person with the same exact freaking DNA had bigger tatas than the one on this Earth. I mean, come on! What's the difference? They're the same person physically all the way down to the finest little molecule.
No. Maybe they just wanted her to...
I mean...
be more well endowed. I don't know.
And they made her, and they gave her a bob.
Mm.
Yeah. But like that version, like in I think it was in Justice League Unlimited, or was it in Justice League? It might not have been in a Justice League show, but I think it was. When they had Power Girl. I think it was one of the Justice League shows, where she came, and they had the Legion come from the future and help out, and so she met Bouncing Boy, Brainy, and the person that Mon-El is supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
And he's much cooler than Mon-El.
Yeah.
Like, he has powers that are, I just stand here and I'm strong.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, even Kara's mom's freaking suit was better than Mon-El's.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
Mm-hmm. But, I mean, like, I can't remember what his name is for the life of me, but he wears, like, this purple suit with these silver, like, balls popping out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's because, like, he kind of, like, does this thing with, like metal or silver or something. Kind of like in X-Men when Magneto was walking on those thin plates across the empty vast nothingness from his jail cell to the prison. Like, I think he kind of has something to do with that. He's Lightning Lad's elder brother, and they thought he'd have died.
Nice.
But, like, so you had him come, and I think Saturn Girl was there, too. And, so you had them. They came and helped. And Brainy came back a couple more times to help with something. And Power Girl kind of felt alone because there was already one of her. And so she was struggling to find her place. And since they needed someone in the future, she decided to go back and help.
Nice.
So she went to the future with Brainy, and they ended up having a relationship.
Cool. Yeah, so we'll see what happens with that. I don't know if they're gonna go that route.
Right.
I feel like if there's too many relationships happening, I don't know. I mean, I think it's okay if there's, like, one or two, but if there's, like, more than that, it can get kind of, you know. Like, they need to have at least one or two main ones.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to kind of focus on that with Alex more next season.
Yeah.
Probably than Kara. Because I feel like Kara at this point, since, like, she was telling Alex, has kind of figured out, you know, what her home is and, you know, where she feels like she fits in and who she is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's probably going to be, like, her next season.
Yeah.
With knowing that. And, you know, who knows if she'll be in it. I mean, honestly, if the writers want her to be with somebody, they just need to do it. They just need to put her with somebody and have it stick.
Yeah, but it better not be Brainy.
Yeah. Because, you know, I've said this constantly. I think I would rather just see the Alex be in a relationship on Supergirl than Kara.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's getting to the point where, like, I don't really care who Kara's with because they've had her be with so many different people. Like, not so many, but I mean...
Well, at first it was like a will she, won't she with Win.
Yeah, and then James. And then, like, and when her and James freaking kissed, like, something bad happened. And it's like, you know, and now he's with Lena, which I like. I like them together.
Yeah, but they're not gonna last.
No, especially if she becomes evil.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna last.
No.
Because James isn't gonna be with somebody who's doing that.
Yeah.
And he cares about Kara too much.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And they've already burned the James and Kara bridge, so they can't go back to that.
Yeah, they can't. I mean, they're friends, and they'll always be friends.
Yeah. But after the stuff that... Like, Kara got mad over some stupid little retarded things that she shouldn't have gotten mad over, but it basically ruined their friendship, and they had to rebuild. So there's no love there in that sense ever again. Mm-hmm. There can't be. Unless they're just doing sloppy writing and don't really give a freaking frack.
For frack. That just makes me think of Scrubs, because one of the characters on there constantly says frick. And it makes me laugh.
Well, frack is the F word from Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah, frick. She's like, frick! Yeah.
So,
but yeah, like, I don't know. I like Supergirl, but I think I feel like I'm more invested in Alex's story than I am Kara's story.
Oh yeah. Alex's story is more appealing because it's a story that you could because she's human. You can see herself.
Because it's something more people can relate to. Like they were saying in that interview I was reading. Like, you know, she's the prototype of that. Of wanting to have it all. Of wanting all of those things. Having that great career, but also wanting a balance. And having, you know, something there that you can, like, fall back on and have when you come home. And also, you know, enjoying what you do.
Right. So,
yeah, she's definitely the person that most people can relate to.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, basically that's...
I just wonder if they do, with them doing the Red Sun storyline, if that means they're gonna, like, they go back to, like, the 1930s and that kind of thing.
Like, there was no time travel involved there.
Yeah.
And the only aspect that can be hinted at as Red Sun is the current version of the clone, the doppelganger, landing in Siberia. So, like, that's not in the past, that was in the present.
Right.
So that they're not going to go to the past and do it, because there's no Kara landing in Siberia in the past, it's Kara landing in Siberia in the present.
So that's a difference, too, from it.
Yeah. She's not growing up with some family in Siberia, she's...
Well, I just mean, like, yeah, it's different in the sense that with Superman, it was, like, in that time period, and it was Russia instead of America.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see.
Yep.
How different it's going to be and how similar things are going to be, and, you know, going forward, and I can't believe it's on its 4th season.
I know, right?
Like, season 3 ended, and, like, Flash is on its 5th, is going to be on its 5th, and, like...
That just seems so weird.
Legends is going to be on its 4th, and, like, it's just, I don't know.
Yeah. It's just reminding me how long we've been doing this.
Yeah. Pretty much. But did we start doing the Flash in season 1, or no? Okay.
I think it was
We
season
did-
1, episode 10 was our first actual review of the night of.
Yeah, because we didn't do it from like the very first episode.
Yeah, I think we watched no, it was episode 4 because it was the first 3 we did the first 3 as a review for the first 3 because we didn't watch them on time or something, and we didn't.
Well, I think I was still getting caught up.
Right.
Maybe. No, because I watched Flash from the beginning.
But we didn't. We were talking about doing a review.
Okay, yeah, so we didn't do it right away.
So we did the first 3 as one review, and then we did episode 4 and 5 and so on.
Yeah, so we've been doing it for a while.
And we were doing reviews long before the Flash. So.
Yeah, 2014. I mean, that's when the Flash started.
Yeah.
But we started before that.
Yes, we did.
So.
So we've been doing this for more than 5 years.
Well, no. We didn't start in 2013. We started in 2014.
Did we?
Yeah. But we just started before the fall season of 2014. So we started, I think, mid 2014.
Okay, because I thought we started before.
If I went back to our very first one, it was probably, somewhere before the summer of 2014.
Okay. Because I know mine was definitely longer than that. But...
Because we did, I think, the last half of season 3 of Once Upon a Time. And that would have been the beginning part of 2014.
Okay. So you and I have been doing it for that long. I've been doing it longer, but I wasn't doing it
because
constantly.
With Supernatural, we were doing it, but we started out doing the predictions and everything for season 10 because I was still getting caught up.
Right.
And I had to I was watching season 9 so I could be ready for season 10.
Yeah.
And everything. So yeah, we started before that.
Yeah.
But we started doing regular weekly reviews for Supernatural in season 10.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we need to figure out when our anniversary of starting the reviews together was and do something for that when it's on that day.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, if you guys have any ideas what we should do for our anniversary, let us know in the comments below.
I mean, I don't even know when it was. It's probably already passed at this point.
Right.
But, I'm just saying.
There's always the next one.
For future.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we want to keep it going and we'll try to find shows. Because, in the past when we've done things in the summer, we don't usually do much in the summertime. So, once everything's over, we don't do anything in the summer.
Yeah, because one of us is usually on vacation.
Yeah.
It is usually you.
Well, I'm probably not going anywhere this summer outside of the state, so we won't have to worry about that.
And I can't afford to go anywhere, so.
Yeah, I don't think I can either, at least not right now.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so we're going to try to do more stuff over the summer this time. Like I said, we're going to get back into doing the Comic-Con stuff. Because I know that stuff is people want to know about that, and then we'll probably do the pilot for the Outpost, just to see we'll see if we continue after that, but we will do a review for the pilot,
right,
and then just if we really like it enough and we want to continue doing that, we will, so. But we will definitely do Winona. I will try to get the rest of season 1 watched this week. Because I'm on episode 7 and there's 13 episodes.
And she's so very curious about the injections that...
Yeah. Well, why wouldn't you be? I mean, it's freaking mysterious.
Right.
But, because, his pupil changed.
It did.
What the heck is that?
It did.
It's
a hint at things.
That's so weird.
I know our channel is spoils, but I don't want to spoil this for her because it's amazing.
It's okay. I'll watch more. But, yeah, so I'll try to get the rest of season 1 finished by this week, hopefully. And we'll try to, review when we're able to do that. Because I know Quinn wants to be a part of that too. So, we'll just have to figure out when that's gonna work for everybody.
Right.
But yeah, I'll try to watch it by this week, hopefully.
Okay.
Because I'm like halfway through.
Right. So.
And you haven't seen season 2.
I've seen parts of season 2.
But not the whole season.
No. Season 2 excites me.
Watch it!
I've seen the finale. Season 2.
How did you see the finale?
Because I know that the Sci-Fi app only shows the clips now.
Yeah.
But I legit watched the last episode on the Sci-Fi app.
Oh, wow.
So...
That's weird.
Right? I think because it was so close to the time where they were putting it on Netflix that they took it off.
Well,
yeah.
Now it's on there.
Mm-hmm.
So you can watch the rest of it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I want to say something about it.
That's what you have to look forward to.
Yes.
I don't know if the review will happen this week, but I will definitely try to be done with season 1 by this week.
Yeah. And if you guys watch The Crown and the Flame, we're gonna try and get it up. We're gonna try and do the chapter 2 tomorrow. If that doesn't work, then we'll probably have to wait till next weekend because things just didn't work out this weekend. I wasn't able to get together with Quinn and do it. So if you enjoy that, then there's that. And if you enjoy Choices, the Monday's episode is up and going.
Awesome.
Yes.
All right. Well, this is over an hour, so hopefully you stay with us the whole time. And if you do, well, we love you for it.
Yes.
So, yeah.
So put your questions, comments, and concerns down in the comments below.
This is the end for Supergirl for the season. Yes. We'll be back in October with Supergirl.
With the episode reviews, but we'll be doing Comic-Con and predictions later this summer.
Yeah, so probably after Comic-Con, obviously.
Yeah.
So probably a couple days after Comic-Con, we'll try to do the highlights of the panels for the shows.
And as the season gets closer, we'll be doing predictions.
Because those won't be as long as these will, this will probably, because it's not an episode review. It's just going to be highlights and things that they're planning on going with the stories in this season. So.
And if they do a Doctor Who panel, I will be doing a comments and concerns about that. Because it is the first female Doctor Who in all of history.
They probably will.
And,
I don't know why they wouldn't.
I know nothing about the actress, but I love her already. So, it's a completely new slate, all new characters.
Nice.
The companion's not going to be the same.
So are they kind of rebooting it again?
No. It's just that, not everything is a new slate, his past happened.
Oh, okay.
And everything like that, all the side characters are the same, but the Doctor himself is regenerating into a female.
Mm.
And then we have the companion that always travels with him. That's also changing because, his first gay companion died.
Well.
So, she became another before her moment of death. A different creature came and helped her transcend humanity. So she's technically still out there as a different type of being with the girl that she fell for.
Nice.
So that's kind of a little love story there that's still going in the universe. But so we get a different Doctor and a different companion, both of which we'll have to learn to love. So it's all going to be interesting.
Yeah. Well, so the only things you're probably going to be seeing in the next few weeks on the channel are the Choices videos. But
the Winona season 1.
Yeah, and Winona season 1, if we can get that done, hopefully within the next week or so.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, July is going to probably be our busier month because that's when The Outpost is starting, and that's when Winona's season 3 is starting, and then the Comic-Con stuff. So July is probably going to be the month where you're going to see the most amount of summer videos from us.
Yeah.
And then, the show's continuing into the summer, so August and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So
I guess
until next time, love yourself and be happy.